Welcome back to the Crypto World channel. In this video, I'll be discussing the Ethereum breakout that just happened, and it happened exactly as I predicted in my last video. If you watched my last video, then you would have made a lot of money. I made my last video right here, and in my last video, I said Ethereum is just about to break out of this triangle to the upside, and that's exactly what's happened, and Ethereum's getting ready to push to all-time highs very soon. And also in this video, I'll be discussing the Bitcoin price action. As you can see here, Bitcoin's still in that triangle formation. It hasn't broken out yet. By the time this video comes out, it might have broken out, but make sure you're watching this video to the end to get my exact price targets, because so far I've pretty much 100% predicted where the price will be going. And later in this video, I'll also be comparing the Ethereum breakout to the breakout that Chainlink had a few days prior. There's just so much valuable information that I'm going to tell you guys in this video, so make sure you do not miss it and watch all the way until the end of the video. Now, if all of that sounds good to you, make sure to leave a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. That only takes about 5 seconds to go and hit those two buttons. Just like and subscribe, and it seriously means the world to me. I appreciate all of your support on this channel. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. Now, to start off with this video, like every video, I'll start off by looking at the Bitcoin chart. This is the Bitcoin chart on the 2-hour chart, so we can really see the full picture of this symmetrical triangle pattern. As of recording this video, Bitcoin is still inside this symmetrical triangle pattern, and it's gonna have a breakout very soon. Ethereum's already had this breakout out of this same triangle, but on the Ethereum chart. And so there's an imminent breakout for Bitcoin that could happen any second now. Once again, by the time this video comes out, the breakout could have already happened. And even if the breakout's already happened when you're watching this video, still make sure you're watching it, because I'll be revealing my exact price targets for Bitcoin. So yeah, the levels to watch for Bitcoin, whether it breaks up or down, the support for Bitcoin comes in at around 35,500 US dollars, and the current resistance comes in at around $37,700. So if Bitcoin breaks either of those two levels, if it either breaks below $35,500 down to, the $34,000 range, then that means it's going to be breaking to the downside. And if Bitcoin crosses above the $38,000 level, then that means it's beginning to break to the upside. And whatever direction Bitcoin decides to go, it is coiling up for a massive move that will happen very soon. If you look here on the chart, the volume for Bitcoin right now is looking very thin compared to what it was back here. We had absolutely massive volume in these regions, but yeah, right now, as I just said, there's like pretty much no volume, which is a good sign to tell us that there's going to be a massive move soon. Now, I'm going to measure my exact Bitcoin targets for this move. If Bitcoin fully breaks to the downside, its technical target is at around 25,000 US dollars. But honestly, with how much bullish sentiment is happening in Bitcoin right now, and with how much buying is happening in the institutional areas of Bitcoin, such as Grayscale acquiring their biggest Bitcoin buys to date, I honestly think that we're probably not going to have a dump that far. So while the technical target for if Bitcoin breaks down is technically around 25,000. In reality, if Bitcoin breaks down, I seriously think it's only going to go down to around the $30,000 level, because there's just going to be way too many buyers below $30,000 for it to drop that far down. But yeah, with the bearish scenario out of the way, my bullish scenario is simply just new all-time highs. If Bitcoin breaks to the upside out of this symmetrical triangle, then chances are it's going to be breaking above the $42,000 level, which right now is the current all-time high for Bitcoin. And yeah, once it enters new all-time highs, then I'll be looking towards the $50,000 range for Bitcoin before it has its next cool off, which is absolutely insane, but it's totally possible considering we went from 20,000 to 40,000 in the matter of like a month. But yeah, so those are my exact Bitcoin price levels to watch and my exact Bitcoin targets. And I've been talking about this Bitcoin pattern right now for like a week on my channel, and all of my loyal subscribers know about this pattern and are already making a lot of money. So don't miss out on these videos and make sure you're subscribed. Now, switching over to the Ethereum US dollar chart, we're on the 2-hour chart for Ethereum. And as you can see, Ethereum formed a pretty similar price pattern to what Bitcoin is currently still in. So yeah, Ethereum was coiling up inside this triangle as well, and it recently had this breakout to the upside, exactly as I predicted in my previous video. So yeah, Ethereum's all-time highs are pretty much like just here. So it basically broke out of this triangle, came right up to its all-time high, and got a small rejection off the all-time high since then. But you got to remember, the first time Bitcoin came up to the $20,000 level towards the end of last year, it didn't break through that level straight away. It came up to the high $19,000 levels, and then it rejected a little bit off the all-time high before it then eventually broke through the all-time high. And I think Ethereum's going to play out in a very similar fashion. Right now, Ethereum's retesting some very important horizontal support coming in at around the $1,300 level. As you can see, Ethereum got resistance from this level back here, and then ever since it broke this level, it just smashed through it. And now we're coming back down to retest it. And as of recording this video, we have gotten a small bounce off this level. So yeah, right now, the immediate levels to watch for Ethereum is the $1,300 level to the downside. We have to be watching that level for support, because if it breaks below $1,300, then we could be in for a bit more of a correction before we head to new all-time highs. And obviously, the bullish level to watch for Ethereum is simply the all-time high, which is sitting at around $1,450 US per Ethereum. The all-time high level for Ethereum varies depending on what exchange you're looking at. Some exchanges it's around 1,500, some exchanges it's already broken the all-time high at about 1,400. But yeah, most people look at around 1,450 for Ethereum's all-time high. So yeah, keep an eye on that level. And if Ethereum breaks through that level with big volume, then we're gonna absolutely skyrocket. And honestly, I'll be targeting the $2,000 range immediately. Now, once again, for a breakout, we wanna look for volume and we wanna look for a retest. Sometimes not both of those happen, but we've gotta at least have one of those happen to confirm a successful breakout. If you look just here, when Ethereum broke out of this triangle, the first big candle that broke out of the triangle had a big spike of volume that exceeded all of the other levels of volume. So straight away, that's step one to confirming the successful breakout out of this triangle. We got the big volume that we needed, and step two to confirm this breakout is to look for a retest, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Ethereum got this breakout, found some rejection at the all-time high, and it's heading towards this retest. So yeah, the next few hours and days are extremely important for Ethereum. Whatever happens for Ethereum in the short term will determine what happens in the next few weeks and months. Once again, the most bullish scenario is if we do get this bounce off this support level at $1,300, and if we get a successful bounce, then that is a successful retest, which fully confirms the breakout from this triangle and will set us up into new all-time highs. Now, I'm not really bearish much at all on Ethereum, but I thought I should mention, if Ethereum does break below that $1,300 levels, I should just give you guys my bearish targets for if that happens. And to get my immediate bearish targets for Ethereum, I'll simply bring out the Fibonacci retracement. As you can see, we go from this little local bottom here and drag it up to the recent top that we had, and this will tell you where Ethereum could have some support. And as you can see, there's actually support already working at the first Fibonacci level. Fibonacci retracement is a super powerful tool, especially if you're trading in the short term. So yeah, as you can see, Ethereum got this perfect bounce off this first Fibonacci level, which is the 23.6% Fibonacci level. And this level is coming in at just above $1,300 US. It's coming in at exactly $1,315. And yet, once again, if Ethereum breaks below the $1,300 level, then the next Fibonacci level to watch out for is the 38.2% Fibonacci level, which is coming in at around $1,240 per Ethereum. Now, in my opinion, the worst case scenario, if Ethereum just had a full breakdown here to have a proper retracement, it would be heading towards the golden pocket, which is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. And this level is coming in at around $1,100 US per Ethereum. In the full bearish scenario, if this played out, then that would be the ultimate support to come in for Ethereum. And a lot of people would be buying up at those levels, considering the amount of support and resistance that we also had at that same price level in the past. So yeah, I myself actually accumulated quite a lot of Ethereum just before this breakout, because as I said in my last video, Ethereum's looking like it's going to be breaking to the upside very soon. And that's exactly what's happened. So I've made some money from that trade, and anyone that watched my last video has obviously made some money as well. Now, what I'll do, I'll quickly show you guys the Chainlink chart, because Ethereum is looking looking very similar to what Chainlink just did. Now here we are on the Chainlink US dollar chart on the 2-hour chart. And yeah, once again, as I mentioned in my last couple of videos, Chainlink broke into new all-time highs. The previous all-time high for Chainlink was 20 US dollars, and Chainlink just recently got up to around 24 US dollars. But yeah, when Chainlink had this breakout into its all-time highs, we got that huge level of volume, and we got a strong retest of the old all-time high and bounced off that level and confirmed it as support. Now what Chainlink is doing right now is it's actually going down for a second retest, and so far it is getting a small bounce off the $20 level. So if this continues into a bigger bounce and confirms this again as support, then that would also be forming a W pattern for Chainlink, which is an extremely bullish pattern, setting it up into new all-time highs. The volume for Chainlink is also steadily declining, which is showing us that there's going to be a massive move for Chainlink sometime soon. And there's a lot of similarities between the Chainlink breakout and the Ethereum breakout. Chainlink right now is probably about a day or two ahead in its breakout compared to Ethereum. So watching Chainlink can give you a good idea what might happen next in Ethereum. So yeah, that's just something to definitely keep an eye on, and that's something that I'm looking at myself. So if you're looking at this short-term correction and this volatility that's happening in Bitcoin right now, and you're kind of getting scared and you're kind of wondering, oh, what if it goes lower? Just think long-term. Zoom out on the chart, and this is just a little blip on the radar, just a bump on the road, and I would only be seeing this as a buying opportunity for the long term. That's what I'm doing. That's my strategy. This is not financial advice, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know exactly what I'm doing because I'm making a decent amount of money off this, and I just want to share that valuable information with all of you on this channel. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on if you're new to the channel. It doesn't take very long to go down and hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications, but it means a lot to me, and I read all of your comments on my video as well. So yeah, if you have any feedback, suggestions, or questions for me, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you very soon. But yeah, with all that being said, that's just about everything I have to say in this video, and I really hope you'll enjoy this video, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.